Here we go, 61 kilogram finals, match one of our best 2 out of 3 finals with the U20 World Team spot on the line. We got Kyler Larkin in the red, taking on Marcus Blaze in the blue. Larkin, the U.S. Open champion at 61 kilograms. Blaze competed in the seniors at the Open, so was not in the U20 bracket. Finished up 3rd there in the senior division. Blaze, a senior in high school, headed to Penn State next year. Number 3 pound for pound in the class of 2025. Larkin was in red shirt this year at Arizona State. Larkin was able to sit out the challenge tournament bracket, and there's the first passivity on Larkin. Another one of those, he will go on the shot clock. Blaze won the challenge tournament in dominant fashion over All-American from Wisconsin, Zan Fugit. Won that one in the challenge tournament finals, 10-0 technical fall in a minute 23. Blaze is representative for the United States at this weight class a year ago at the U20 World Championships, where he finished with a bronze medal. He's also a U17 World Champion back in 2023. Blaze controlling center. Official pointing to red once again. There's the second passivity warning on Larkin. He will go on the 30-second passivity clock if he is unable to score. Blaze will earn a point. There's a shot by Larkin. Blaze working out a short offense, looking to circle left. Larkin controlling that elbow. Blaze continuing his motion here. Larkin just staying hankered down on that right elbow of Blaze, and they're going to get stalemated. Brought back up with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. And there's the point for Blaze. He goes up 1-0. Nice collar and ankle for Blaze. Gets it elevated up. Goes backside quad pod for Larkin. Blaze going to bring him down to go up 3-0 now with a minute to go in the first period. Going to circle right on this gut. Larkin getting his base wide. They're going to get brought back up. Blaze feels a little bit of blood in his lip. Coach going to get him wiped off. Scott Burnett in the corner. That's Blaze's high school coach from Perrysburg. Also Nick Lee, assistant coach at Penn State, in the corner for Blaze. Blaze's coach next year is he heads to State College. We got 50 seconds to go in this first period. Blaze with a 3-0 lead early. Blaze does a really nice job of keeping good position. Really hard guy to get to. He can sting you like that as we saw with that collar and ankle. There's a single leg for Larkin. Blaze able to slide his hips off. Larkin came up with a shallow hook, but Blaze able to clear it. Blaze has been really active lately. As I mentioned, we saw him at the U.S. Open compete in the seniors. Also saw him at the Senior World Team Trials, up a weight class at 65 kilograms, where he finished 3rd just a couple weeks ago. We'll be seeing him again in just 2 weeks, wrestle for the national team spot against Brock Hardy at Final X. It'll go down on June 14th live on FloWrestling. That'll do it for the first period. Blaze leads 3-0 as we head to the break. Larkin, a guy, likes to create scrambles. Blaze, really heady though, not going to shoot in on shallow shots on a guy like Larkin. So Larkin's going to have to find a way to get to his offense, likely against Blaze in this second period. Here we go back to action. Second period. Round one of this 61 kilogram World Team Trial Final. Shot by Larkin. Blaze running that corner, circling hard to the left. unable to pull himself in on that leg. Had the hand behind the knee for a moment. Larkin did a nice job pulling it back. Oh, outside step fake there by Larkin. Now an far cross ankle attempt by Larkin. Blaze getting right back to his short offense now, behind the leg, looking to get behind. Rear standing here, quad pod for Blaze. And he's gonna bring Larkin down for another takedown to go up 5-0. He likes to use this figure four, hop the hips over and try to go trap arm gut. Larkin able to base out, go flat. We get brought back up at 155 to go in the in the match. Another ankle pick for Blaze, able to sit Larkin to his butt. Larkin continuing to wrestle. Blaze gets back to quad pod here and brings Larkin down. Now sends it to 7-0. Blaze is looking incredible. Come back up at 125 to go. See if Blaze looks to continue to score here. Blaze has always been a guy known for his positioning and hard hand fight, hard to break open. But really starting to see him develop offense. The open match is up in this freestyle season. Larkin gets it on the shot, but grounded is the call. Blaze slid out of bounds. No point awarded there. So Larkin starting to take ground on Blaze. Back to short offense for Blaze, circling left, in on the single legs, got it up. See if he just takes the one here. Larkin controlling that right wrist of Blaze. Blaze gonna just tiptoe him out and get the step out. A wise choice there, didn't want to go back down to the mat with that single leg on a guy like Larkin. Now he leads 8-0, another ankle pick for Blaze. And there it is, a 10-0 technical fall for Marcus Blaze. He takes match one, this best of three series here at 61 kilos.
Okay, Mason, fill me in real quick. What happened round one here?
Round one here, it was all Blaze. A lot of takedowns out of short offense, was getting to ankle picks, and he's right back in single leg to start match two off. Marcus Blaze picking up where he left off in match one, where he finished it off with a 10-0 technical fall. Takes a 2-0 lead here early on Kyler Larkin.
Look, I don't know if it's because he's been training with Ono or what, but Marcus Blaze has gotten so good at jumping to that corner, either off of a snap, a shuck, or in that case it was a drag where he just goes to it, jumps to the ankle and and gets the takedown. And I said it in the challenge tournament finals, but I didn't think I could be more impressed with Marcus Blaze than I already was, but he has looked outstanding here this weekend, has clearly come here to try and put points on the board, and has done so with relative ease.
Yeah, I talked about it in match one over on mat 4. Blaze has always been known as just a really heady guy, stays at home, hard to get to, so positionally strong. But really, throughout this freestyle season, you see him jumping levels, just picking up his offense.
And he has added some good parterre to his game as well. He has been gutting and trap arming just about everybody here today.
Yeah, you saw him in that challenge tournament final against Zan Fugit, just a minute and a half, 10-0 technical fall off some trap arm guts. Like, not something you really saw from him much in the past, just more of a takedown guy. A guy that was hard to get to, but now with these ankle picks, counter scores, and his parterre offense just really, really developing late in his high school career.
Now approaching the 2-minute mark. Blaze again to the leg of Larkin. Just snapped, was able to get that right hand behind the knee, pulled it in. Only one this time as he shoves Larkin into his own corner.
Right into his brother's arms. Larkin won the Open at 61 kilograms, defeating Sam Herron in that finals. Earned the advantage to sit out to the challenge, to the best 2 out of 3 finals. While Blaze, so we talked about, just super impressive throughout, dominating his way through that challenge tournament. Now looking to get back on the U20 World Team, where he was a bronze medalist at this weight a year ago. His only loss coming to Masanosuke Ono.
Blaze kicks that right leg back, now looking to score in short offense. Larkin back up to his feet, though. That will do it for the first period. The takedown and the step out for Blaze makes the score 3-0. You know Marcus Blaze is strong because on that last step out, when he got to the leg, to the ankle, all he had was his one right hand behind the knee, right? Most guys are going to be able to just step that leg back, kick it away. Larkin was not able to. That's all it took for Blaze, and then he pulled himself into the ankle, scooped it up, ran Larkin out of bounds.
That's something I was impressed with in match 1, too. Against a guy like Larkin, Larkin wants you in on his legs. He wants to create scrambles, get exposures. Blaze doing a really nice job throughout this series already of getting that leg up when you get to it, not wrestling it on the mat where Larkin is so good. This one playing out almost identical to match 1, as it was 3-0 at the break, and Blaze really opened it up with counter scores in the second, re-attacks to ankle picks and single legs. So Larkin's got to find his way to get in clean on Marcus Blaze, but a lot easier said than done. Be seeing Blaze once again in a couple weeks at Final X, wrestle for the national team spot at 65 kilos. We'll be taking on Brock Hardy.
Blaze again looking for that jump angle attack he likes. This time Larkin felt it coming, though.
Larkin trying to go collar and ankle to that right ankle of Blaze. But Blaze does a really nice job with his right hand, just controlling the left hand of guys.
And again, Blaze running angle and just going to take Larkin out of bounds after getting his foot up in the air. And there for Larkin, he just waited on his knees just a little bit too long. That allowed Blaze to run corner, get to the angle.
Larkin just having such a hard time opening Blaze up to get through the hands, to get to a leg.
And I liked the movement and the action he was showing right before he took that attack that led to Blaze's attack. You know, so it's kind of a double-edged sword whenever you wrestle Marcus Blaze.
Just a hard nut to crack. We're down to 45. It's like that might be an attention on Blaze. Larkin really picking up his hand fight, but not able to get through those hands of Blaze. Almost got to the ankle there. Blaze just staying away from Larkin at this point. Caution one offered and confirmed. Larkin now on the board is 4-1. It's going to need a a feet to back or takedown to turn here. Blaze just not going to let him get to him at this point. And Marcus Blaze back on the U20 World Team. Takes match number 2 over Kyler Larkin, 4-1 the final. And the U20 World's bronze medalist.
Marcus Blaze, I think just watching you today, pretty methodical. Seemed like you really picked your spots and got the job done. Just take me through your day and how you felt out there, and then ultimately what led to your success.
Yeah, I felt good. I've been dealing with some stuff, sickness-wise and stuff like that. I've been out for a little bit. Wasn't able to train very hard for the tournament. I think that's why I entered so late. Just had to talk to some of my support group. They're the best in the world. But yeah, I felt my wrestling was sharp enough just to score points, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Why is it important for you to compete here and to ultimately make a world team?
Yeah, I think it's important for Perrysburg Wrestling, and I think it's important for my family. There's a lot of people that pour into me, so I think it's just reassuring that I am doing what the people that love me are telling me to do, and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Can you talk about Larkin a little bit, what challenge he presented, and then what you found out there in that best-of-3 series? Yeah,
Larkin is a very good competitor. He's long, lengthy, so just not one that you normally wrestle against. But he did. He's a phenomenal competitor, posed a lot of problems with me, especially in the match 2. But yeah, he's very tough.
In match 2, you got a couple step-up points. How were you able to get to that, and what could you do next time to actually turn those into takedowns?
I think I could focus finishing on the edge more. Like I said, I had some sicknesses, so that was kind of playing a factor all day today. I'm still on antibiotics and stuff like that. So, but we're working through it, and there's no excuses, even if I would have lost. Whatever, but it was just super good. I think I could just focus on finishing on the edge more and converting those takedowns.
How'd you like moving up to 65 kilos a couple weeks ago for the World Team Trials?
I think it was awesome. It just helped me find out a couple of things in my wrestling where I'm missing it, and I think I just executed on that stuff this tournament, and it worked pretty well. So, yeah, I think bumping up weight classes and challenging yourself. Challenges are difficult, and difficult can be fun. So that's kind of how I looked at 65 kilograms, and I had lots of fun wrestling at 65.
Can you give us a snapshot of what's going to happen the next few months? Of course, you're going to go to Penn State. You got the U20 World Championships. Take us through what the next few months looks like.
Yeah, so going to go to Penn State, and then obviously U20 World Championships, but competing at Final X against Brock Hardy at 65 kilograms, so that will be super fun. Another difficult challenge, kind of similar to Larkin. But yeah, just difficult equals fun, so that's just kind of how I'm looking at it. I've competed every 2 weeks for the whole month of May and then into now June, so it's been a whirlwind, but I'm super grateful for all the opportunities.
So you're one of the most talented up-and-comers in the country. You're proving yourself on the senior level. How do you continue to develop and refine what you're doing, and also deal with the expectations of everyone kind of expects you to win when you step on the mat? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think the way I deal with it is Coach Kale. He's a genius, but he told me this, wrestling is just a small part of your life, and you have so many other things to be more grateful for. I'm obviously grateful for opportunities like this to compete and wrestle, but I'm super grateful for my family, my friends, my coaches, my teammates, all those people. Like I said, I have the best support system, so just knowing that wrestling's a small part of my life, and I just do it for fun. And then, so the expectations don't really get too big when you just think about wrestling as just a part of your life and not really your whole life.
What excites you about competing for Team USA again and, wrestling at the World Championships again, representing the country, but also having that opportunity to win another gold medal?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with the gold medal. I got bronze last year, ran into a very, very tough kid. He's actually on Penn State now, so that's kind of cool. So just turning bronze into gold and just keep refining and growing. Your whole life is about evolution, so just continuing to evolve and get better at wrestling is ultimately the goal.
Yeah, did you ever think that would happen, where someone you wrestle at the U20 Worlds would now be on your team?
Yeah, I think that was the first time I ever thought about it. he was actually competing for Japan, and then now he's on my team. But yeah, I'm just super grateful for that. He's an awesome kid, awesome wrestler, obviously. So yeah, that's just awesome.
Great. Anything else for us, or anyone else you want to shout out?
Nope.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thank you.